On our last episode, we revealed our brand new building which we just bought for our new Drift Games Clubhouse. And we're giving ourselves just 30 days to turn it into our dream home. And that's not a lot of time to turn all these blank spaces into something unique. And alongside building our new HQ, we're also building a show car R33 Skyline at the same time. So I don't know why I'm wasting time on this intro. We got a lot of work to do. Welcome to day one at the Drift Games Clubhouse, and yeah, we don't have a lot of stuff. So empty room, empty floor. Josh, what should we get up to first?
I want some tools.
Want some tools? Okay, what tools? Craig?
I'd like a ramp.
A ramp? Adam?
I've got to put the office together.
And Blaine?
I just wouldn't mind a desk, to be honest. Like, this isn't really working at the moment. Like,
Blaine aiming high. So, tools, ramp, office, desk. We got a few days to do all this, so we don't really have a plan, but we're going to try our best. And if I'm not mistaken, Craig, what he wants, the ramp, is being installed right now. What's wrong, Blaine?
I just realised I've got a hole in my trousers there.
Come on, get in there, you! Oh. We didn't want to put new pants for Blaine on the list, but we need new pants for Blaine. Okay, before we get into building our new perfect workshop at the Drift Games Clubhouse, Craig is here in his X5. He's been doing a lot of towing for us recently. You'll have seen his cool X5 in the videos. And he needs some coding done and some diagnosis. And you know, thanks to OBD11, I'm the local tech around here. So this is Craig's X5. She looks sweet. Craig, this thing is a bit of a workhorse for the team at the moment, right? Look at this trailer we got today.
Mini digger trailer.
Mini digger trailer. I don't even know where he got that. But what we want to make sure is that this thing is running correctly and not having any issues. So I've got this little white box from OBD11. Now Craig, this is not just about how easy this thing is to use. You need a real genius. You wouldn't be able to do it. So I'm going to plug in. You just walk away, get yourself a cup of coffee.
I will.
I'm going to make sure your Jeep is 100%. What the boys don't realize is that it's actually super easy to look very clever. All you got to do is plug the OBD11 reader in under the dash into your OBD2 port. Download the app on your phone, and you're ready to go. So all you gotta do, press tap to scan. Jesus, Craig. There's quite a few faults, and most of them are very, very minor, but one I can see here is air suspension. So Craig has uprated this car with BC Racing coilovers, getting rid of the air suspension, so you don't want that fault coming up on the dash. So we can cancel it here on the OBD11 reader, which is super handy because you're not getting a load of bings and bongs when you turn the car on. While OBD11's diagnostics is a super practical way of saving yourself money, because if you've got a problem or you think you've got a problem with your car, you can actually diagnose it and then get a quote from a mechanic rather than sending it to a mechanic first who's going to charge you for the diagnostics. So it saves a lot of money and pays itself off instantly. But one of the coolest features I think about it is that there's a lot of coding. So you can go into the one-touch apps on OBD11 and your car has a ton of hidden features that are on different models and you can experiment. So on Craig's car, I'm going to change the M-style intro on his dashboard to be an Alpina one, which is super cool on a BMW, and then I'm going to look like an absolute genius. So all I got to do, it's super easy, go into apps, then you go to iDrive Startup Animation, and you get to see your options. So there you go, you got Alpina there. So I'm going to press Alpina, I'm going to activate, gives me a little counter here. Look at this. Oh man, that looks so much cooler than the standard BMW one. Baller. So, Craig, she's all sorted for you there. Got the air suspension faults all cleared off, and I even gave you a fancy little Alpina graphic display there.
Perfect. Deli, what do I owe you?
You don't owe me anything, Craig. Friends are friends, you know what I mean? It's hard work now, there's probably an hour or two at it, but just look, for you, Craig, anything. Another happy customer, as you can see, the awesome OBD11 making people like me look like tech geniuses. Now, if you want dealership level diagnosis on BMW, Toyota, or anything from the VAG group, this is your man. And also, if you have any car with an OBD2 port reader from 2008 onwards, this will work as well. We've given you guys some amazing discounts before on OBD11, but this is the big one. The Black Friday sale is on for the next week. They've got crazy bundles and up to 40% off. So you can look like a tech genius like me. Click the link in the description below. It's got all the explanation. So thank you once again to OBD11, but we have some work to do. So it's time to head into the clubhouse and get our new workshop ready to rock. So this is the first upgrade at the Drift Games Clubhouse. Is a ramp from Equipco. So Equipco fitted the ramp in our old Drift Games studios. It was awesome. It worked so well. And the minute the fire happened, they actually got on the phone to us and said, the minute you get a new place, we want to put another ramp in there. And Equipco, Stephen, has been here this morning putting in our ramp. Now, this whole room is not going to make any sense for a while, but the workshop is going to be going in this corner. So I'm going to show you why. Hello, Stephen.
Hello, lads.
Steven's a bit camera shy. He's a little bit better at fitting ramps than he is at being a presenter, but that's why he's here. So this is our Steven ramp from Equipco. Equipco do all sorts of garage machinery. It's very affordable pricing. The stuff is amazing quality and the customer service is amazing. So check out their website. I'm going to put a link right down here. And this is the exact same ramp we had before. In fact, it's such a good ramp that it became a structural part of the building when it burned down. It was the only thing that was left standing. So that's the quality. And that makes sense as to why we ran our power to here, as you can see. And then on the back wall, we got all those switches. So this is where our toolboxes are going to go, which brings us to the next part of the video. Because as you guys know, we are partners with SP Tools Ireland. Brendan and the guys have been so accommodating to us for the last 2 years. The stuff is unbelievable. They're cooking up something special to go in this space. We're all going to jump in the van, go grab it. This thing is going to start taking shape very quickly. Okay, so we are going to split up. Josh, Craig and I are going to go get ourselves some SP tools. And the boys are going to do some reverse IKEAing, which means taking apart the office that we just put together. It'll be fun, it'll be great. It'll be great.
This will be the last time.
Guess I'm taking the bitch seat. Oh, steady on that.
Say that in the video, Josh.
Just did.
Right, so we are back at Mondello, which has been our home for
Pretty much the summer, but the final move is on.
We're gonna have to rip these up.
We're going to de-IKEA IKEA to IKEA again in the new office.
Yes. Right, let's get cracking.
So while the ramp is being assembled by Equipco, we are making our first stop, which is to SP Tools Ireland. Now we've been working with SP Tools for what, 2 years now, Craig? Yeah. Best of the best stuff, right? We've put it through its paces at drift events. It's been battering, pulling and dragging, and it is amazing quality stuff. But also, the reason we love SP Tools, not only are they brilliant at making tons of great products for everything you could need, Brendan and his team have been, I suppose, part of the extended Drift Games family for a while now. Brendan, how are you?
Hey Dave, how's it going?
We were just laughing about things today. We were saying that we started a partnership about 2 years ago. You were bringing SP Tools stuff into Ireland at first. And then again, a big brand worldwide, but it was kind of new to Ireland at the time. Now people have seen the benefit. It's taken off like wildfire, and we love it. But the amazing thing is, and it's quite emotional too, is that Brendan, you were there when the place burnt down. You were there the next day helping us pull stuff out of the rubble, pushing cars out of there and all that. So
it was tough.
Yeah, it's tough, but the partnership goes a lot deeper than just, you know, tools. So Brendan obviously comes to all of our shows as well, and if you want to see any of his products in the flesh, you bring them to all of our LZ World Tours and Drift Masters and everything. So not only did Brendan sponsor us some tools, we lost all those tools, and then we built a full shop setup, which we also lost in the fire. You had to scramble to get, if you guys, I'll put a shot in here of our setup at the events. So you had to scramble to build all that again, which I think looks amazing.
Yes.
And then now we're back again at square one trying to put back another place. So we're probably the most annoying people that you've ever partnered with. You guys do everything from tools to the cabinets to toolboxes to power tools to battery packs, the whole range. Everything you could possibly need for a garage you guys have. What we're going to do today is a bit like, remember Supermarket Sweep? Remember that show?
60 seconds.
60 seconds to grab whatever we can. Josh, quick!
Quick, go!
He's gonna say, Josh, that could probably screw off your head.
It's the same size of my head.
We're gonna basically stock up on everything that we need to be, get back into projects again. The thing we want to start with though is the toolbox, because we absolutely love the toolbox we have, and we said to Brendan, is there any chance we could get the same toolbox again? You guys got it sorted, and it's actually out here, right?
Yeah, this is it, yeah.
So this is the toolbox we had. This is some unit. It's amazing. Like the quality of everything, because that's a big part of it. It can look nice, but if it doesn't have the durability, the quality and all that stuff, it starts to get rough and ready after a while. We put the other one through its paces, and this is the similar stuff. So give you a good example of wear and tear. Most people will buy a toolbox, put it in their garage, and it sits there. Our shop setup, our merch setup on the road went to 7 countries this year, and it was perfect at the end of it. So we were basically building a garage every week or every 2 weeks, and the stuff held up. The casters, the quality of everything, this was going on and off a truck, everything was perfect. So if it's just going to be static in the new place, it'll definitely hold up to the job.
Yeah.
And it looks really impressive as well. And what I love about it as well is that if you make a bit of a mess and someone's coming in the door, you can go, oh! Everything's very clean. Everything is very clean. We didn't... Josh.
Craig.
Josh.
Definitely Josh. And of course, as we said, any tools that can survive Josh Holdsworth for 2 years are put through more paces than anybody else would.
Wayne survived Wayne.
Wayne nearly tries to break the tools. He's an angry man, but he's
Wayne into it now.
So Wayne, when we first got the SP tools, Wayne was like, "We'll see if they're any use." And I've just realised that Wayne now has all SP tools, so it puts it to work. So we're gonna go for a bit of a supermarket sweep. So Josh and Craig, supermarket sweep starts now. All right, first step. Josh,
It's gonna be a big mess here if we drop these.
don't drop anything. Screwdrivers. Josh loves losing these. These are Josh's favourite to lose. All of our pliers and snips.
Pretty much everything we need will be here.
I see this for the super in its future.
Need a bigger one now.
This is Craig's favourite drawer here.
You like this one?
Nice.
Oh, the bits. So Brendan was just showing me these, which are really, really cool. So these are basically for if you're taking off nuts and bolts on your car, you can actually sit this on the bonnet. It's silicone on the bottom, so it doesn't damage the paint, and you can like assemble all your little bolts and your screws and stuff in that. And it's got like 3 of them here. Like, it's very cool. We are getting stocked up, boys. So we have some power tools as well.
I don't know what Brendan's got in his hand there.
Flamethrower. So this is a grease gun. I presume the grease. Where does the grease come from? Is it in here?
Yeah. Then you put that in your nipple, and then you press the trigger, and it greases up
I
the
won't
nipple.
put anything on my nipple, especially if it sounds like that. Do you know what?
That's what we need.
This is the most important thing we could ever have is an SP jumper pack, because every single car when we try to move it just decides to die a death. So this is actually awesome. So we're going to pop all this stuff into the toolbox as well. Try and get it all into the van. Once again, Brendan, thank you so much.
I know.
And if you guys are looking for tools in Ireland, just get on to SP Tools. Stuff is unbelievable. Not only because it is great quality and we absolutely love it, is because Brendan and the guys are just absolute gentlemen and they're car heads through and through, so that always helps when it comes to picking out your next tool range. So I'm going to put a link to their website below. We're going to pack up the van.
Seats, grinders.
Craig will be sitting down all day. Just what?
Someone has to do it.
Yeah, thank you to the guys at SP Tools. We've absolutely packed the van. Now it's time to take it back to the clubhouse, assemble it all, and hopefully Equipco will have a ramp in, so we get a first little teaser of what the workshop's going to look like.
Okay, made it back, and there's a lot of stuff here already.
So this is the only thing that survived from the Drift Games Studios is the sign that was on the building on fire, as you can see. So we're going to put that somewhere because that's quite cool. We also have, I think we have a wheel from the Lamborghini, a few bits.
I think we haven't actually showed them. We've got kind of like a memorial of the Lamborghini, I think.
We do, we have a few bits of the Lambo, so we're going to bring them over and put them up on the wall as well, because I know a couple of you guys in the comments said it. We do have some mementos. Craig's just testing out the toilet. Do we have a ramp?
Do you have a ramp?
We have a ramp. Oh yes. We have a ramp.
It's starting to become a thing now.
That's a good looking ramp. Is that can you say that? It's a good looking ramp. There's a lot's going to happen here in the next couple of weeks. This is the main construction. We got some toolboxes, Adam, stacked from SP Tools.
Okay, you can't tell that from the time lapse, but that was no easy job lifting that outside the van.
SP Tools, high quality but heavy.
So you can skip the gym today, Dave.
That's more. I think I lifted 4 times my own body weight there. I was like an ant.
Not as easy as you thought now,
I
Dave.
thought Sue was just going to come out of it. Now there's loads of bits.
Bit of work to be done before you're sitting.
Got to build my own rest.
And we got to build our own table. This is just where you put all the mess, isn't it? Flat surface.
Yeah.
It's not gone how we wanted it to. There you go, satisfying. Perfect.
Alright, so day 1 of the build is complete. Equipco, thank you guys so much. We've got our beautiful ramp and we got our SP toolbox and tool all ready to go. Now this looks quite plain right now, but there's a lot more construction going on here in the next couple of weeks, so nice to get this bit out of the way. Next up, Blaine, Adam and I are going to work on the office tomorrow upstairs, and I've got Craig and you, Josh, I think we're gonna have to make a start on the R33 and start fitting the Pandem kit. If we can get that thing to paint in the next couple of days, we'll be right on track. So awesome first day. Let's move on to day 2 of the build of the Drift Games Clubhouse, because it's gonna be a busy one again.
Okay, so we're down here at 888 with the R33, as they would call it. And as Craig was saying, this is a honest car.
She's an honest car, Josh. She is an honest car. We're gonna clear her up.
Craig loves cutting up cars. So if you watched the last episode, you know that this is going to be our giveaway car. So if you go onto our website and get a digital poster, you will be in with the chance of winning this car on the 21st of December. And because there's well, not a lot of time to get it done, this is why we've got to do this car as we're doing the new place. May seem like a lot, but do you reckon we get it done?
We'll get it done.
We'll definitely get this bit done. It's Joey O'Neill, if you're watching there. The pressure's on you to get this one painted, I think, for a full respray. So without delaying any longer, I say we just get into stripping this thing and doing what Craig loves, which is cutting up a good car to make it better, though, I say. Okay, so for this kit we don't actually have to strip down the car too much because it doesn't have any side skirts and the bumper only has spats on. And if any of you guys know anything about cars and doing up cars, that fiberglass is a little bit annoying, but we're hoping that because this isn't a replica kit, this is a full genuine from Japan, from Rocket Bunny themselves kit. So fingers crossed this thing is just gonna slot on absolutely perfect, and then get everything mocked up and then start doing Craig's favourite bit, which is the cutting. And it's actually lucky that we're doing this because the only bit of rust on the car, damage on the car, is here, and we're going to be chopping that away, so it's going to be a non-issue. So this is a first look of how wild this is. The R33 doesn't have big arches as standard. This is a whopper. Look how far it comes out. What's this, like 10 centimeters out or more?
It could be 100 mil, like, yeah. Because probably, I'd say about 80 mil.
This is a fairly outrageous kit. As you can see though, the arch is higher than the standard one, so this car's gonna have to be fairly low to pull this car off, which, what do you say, shouldn't be an issue, Craig?
Not an issue.
No issue.
Good job.
Professionals.
Here, John, put this on first.
Yeah, maybe. What's well, Craig?
It's getting there, Josh.
It's actually the perfect example of before, which is bleh, and after.
Which, for the minute, is still bleh.
Oh, come on now, I can see the potential here. I think this is going to be a really cool car, if I'm going to be honest. Right, let's stop prolonging, down your Red Bull, and let's get cracking.
Hello and welcome to Drift Games Grand Designs, where we are currently trying to figure out what we're going to do with this office space. So we brought some of the stuff from Mondello Park. You can see we have some cabinets, some desks. They're all quite dull, but we're going to get to the making everything exciting at the end. We're just trying to get a layout. I think I'm happy with the layout of the desks. We got 8 desks, 8 seats. That's good. And then we got some paneling. We got some paneling, and this is going to be like sort of a chill out area here, I think. And then center of the room, we're thinking of doing a sim and a motorbike.
Obviously.
But we don't know. Like, a lot of this stuff, you can't really plan it till you do it. So what we generally do is start adding stuff in until we like it, and it organically gets to where we want. So it looks boring at the start because you got to put in all the just actual functional stuff. Then we can start dressing the walls, making it all look kind of funky. So today, we're going to try and get the paneling done, and we're going to try and get the layout sorted, and that should be pretty good progress. Rider Craig.
The memo on that door. Shoulder.
Thinking's for fools.
Hang on.
Just fire it up.
3, 2, 1. I got.
Right, step by step.
Step by step. It'll be tough to do this every morning with the commute.
Hey!
Donuts in the office. I bought a motorbike that looks really cool. So this is a 1977 something. I don't even know what it is. I think it's a Kawasaki. So the idea was have some cool classic bike over here in the wall.
Also, you can see it in the window.
Yeah, so you can see it in the window. So I think it looks pretty cool. We just need to give it a clean, put it over there, and then we have a bike in the office, which I think is a bit of a statement piece.
I'm not sure if we're getting ahead of ourselves here.
We haven't even got a desk, but we got a bike. Okay, so it's quite a few hours later. We're building cubes. Adam is still on the media center over here. It's looking good. In the last place, we just kind of fired everything up. We're being pretty tasty with this. We want it all to be really nice because it's our place.
It is our forever home, genuine. Like, we've bought it, and we want it to be. We're here for a long time. So.
I used a wall plug over there instead of just drilling straight into the wall.
I've never seen you use a wall.
I literally had to show him how to use a wall plug. He actually said, "Do I just hammer it in?"
That's what I did in the last place. It kind of held up. So we're doing a little bit more tasty. Got the bike now in the corner. It's all still a big mess, but we're going to keep plowing on. It's late, but we're going to keep plowing on. So we get some shape on the office tonight. We're going to do a late one because I think it's starting to come together. So bear with us. In a couple of moments, this will actually all kind of make sense. Maybe. Who knows?
We get pizza?
We should get pizza.
This is so new.
It's so new we don't even have an air code, so we're going to send Blaine up to the motorway there, standing, waving. Where's the pizza?
I think there's easier ways of getting pizza than just standing at this motorway.
You can always drive to get it, but who does that anymore? Alright, so it's late, but we're taking shape. We've got this area kind of, obviously we have loads more to do, but just getting the basic furniture in is kind of the plan for now. We have what we want here, we get that next week and there, but well done Adam. We made a little media unit there, which I think looks pretty slick.
Media wall, bikes cleaned, more paneling to go in tomorrow. More, as I say, more fancy stuff coming next week for the centre area, but
I think it'll be fine. I mean, like the thing is, we've 30 days, we're now, what, 4 in. It's 30 days, and we've got this much done in 4, and it's got to be fully open and operational by. We haven't even started 75% of the building. So, the first vision of what the vibe's going to be, just a little bit, and we still have a lot to do. But if you guys didn't see when we built the first place, it looked worse than this, like 3 weeks from the opening. So the last percentage is what we're trying to do. I like what Blaine's little thing here, see with the chipboard. So we didn't want the tables to just look really boring.
Well, that's before.
Yeah, it just looked a bit weird, and also you get to see the legs table. Now, it looks like kind of a little box, which I think is quite cool. Now, it won't make sense again until you have everything full up with stuff, but I like the kind of, it's not just black. It's got the bit of kind of chipboard in there, and I think it plays well with the vinyl, the slatted wall, I guess, on the back. So,
our
again,
brains are melting.
Yeah, it's very late.
it's late.
Right, let's get some rest. Let's get back to it in the morning.
Okay, side 2 done, and that was done a lot easier than side 1 because, well, I guess we learned everything from one side and applied it to the other, and it meant we went a lot faster. So that is the kit kind of on at this stage. Next thing we need to do is cut arches, but we're not going to do that today. We're going to wait till tomorrow and get some steel. But along the way, Craig was picking up some parts for this car before we started the build. So this is the original grille, which is, you said this is the first gen grille.
Yeah, it'd be like early Skyline grill.
So we do have this grille, which actually on camera looks a lot better, but you can't see at the back. But I was thinking maybe put some mesh there. I guess this car is for you guys, so which grille do you like more? The older style or the newer style? Let us know in the comments below. And along with that, we have some genuine Ganador wing mirrors to replace. Well, standard wing mirrors look a bit shoddy, so this should make them a lot nicer. And then after them, we kind of get the finished look, bar the wheels and low, of how this is actually going to look. Craig, this is going to absolutely blow your mind.
Can't wait.
Before, after. Look at that, Craig.
Never seen anything like that before in my life, Josh.
And you know what? These actually do look way better than the standard ones. And again, these are genuine ones, not fake, so they are quite pricey. Okay, so now on to the arches, which is the real point of no return. And as you can see, Craig is marking out roughly the cut that he wants to make. So there's lots of different ways that you can do this. You can kind of do it the quick and easy way, which is cut slats from the inside bit, hit it up with a hammer and weld it or tech screw it in, and then you seal over, which obviously that does work, but we want to do this car right. We've got time to spend on it, so we're going to use it, getting this car as good as possible. So Craig, explain to me what you're going to do.
So we're pretty much going to cut all outer skin out. We're going to cut majority of the inner skin out of it as well. We will run a steel straight into the inner structure as such, and weld it all in the back and then weld it all in the front, so it's fully sealed from weld, and then you just need a small skim of tigers on top of them, and then it'll be the best it can ever be, and it'll last a lifetime now.
Because this is the giveaway car for you guys, we don't want you guys to be having a look through it and critiquing it every step of the way, so we're going to do it once and we're going to do it right. Right, whilst Craig's going to have to get some steel to start on the arches, I am going to start on the coilovers. Okay, so for any of you long-time watchers, you will already know that we put BC Racing coilovers in absolutely every car that we have. But for those of you that are new to the channel, I'm going to tell you why we use them for every car. So as you can see, they're adjustable height-wise from the bottom, and obviously how hard and soft you want them from the top. Now this is the BR range, so this is the entry point BC really that you're going to go into. But honestly, I'd ignore me when I say entry level, because these things are anything but entry. We use them on our road cars because of how comfortable they are, but also on our track cars because you can stiffen them up, you get different spring rates, alter the dampening to tailor it to however you want the car to be. And the other great thing about coilovers is it's a job that you can easily attempt yourself, because on this car it's just 2 bolts on the top and 1 on the bottom. Out with the old and in with the new. And there you go, easy as that. Even the numpty like myself with little mechanical knowledge can even fit a set of these. Well done, Craig. Oh, good connection, almost as good as your welding there. You're taking a lot of pride in this now, Craig.
Probably too much pride.
There's a few ways of doing arches, as I said before, and this is definitely the most time consuming, but it is the best way to do it because, well, it just looks nice on the eyes if you ever take the arch off, which again sounds absolutely stupid and pointless, but you know, Craig, you know.
I know it's there. And
everyone that's watching knows it's there, so this isn't some cheap, quick job that we're putting together. As you can tell, we're doing the whole shebang on this car. So as you can see, there's not much space around here, so we're gonna cut film in here, and then we're gonna put it all back together, and then we're gonna release it in the clubhouse where there's a lot more space, and show you guys, well, before it gets painted, what the finished look of the car's actually going to look like.
Okay, it's a new day. We're in full flight mode with the boys working on the final pieces of the alarm and the cameras, and we have a big delivery from Tuff Tile. So the R33 Skyline that Josh and Craig have been working on for the last 5 days is going to be here. The thumbnail you'll actually have seen on this video, we want to finish off this area of the workshop, get the car here, get a progress snap, and then we can kick on with some more stuff. So everything you're seeing in this video has happened in 5 days. We just got a huge delivery of stuff from Tuff Tile and Tuff Light. We put it in every single garage. You guys know it's the best of the best. And we're hoping to put some Tuff Tile in different areas. Now, 2 of those areas aren't built yet. Next week is when the really complicated stuff starts being done. But something that Josh and I can do is be able to finish off the workshop area. So we've got our tools from SP, we've got our ramp from Equipco. Now we're going to put our Tuff Tile in the center of the ramp just to give it a really cool look. And you guys know Tuff Tile, you can use it in a gym, you can use it in your garage, you can use it in your workshop. And right now, they have their biggest ever Black Friday sale. So if you haven't been thinking about it, making your garage, your workshop, whatever look better, now is the time to do it. It'll never be cheaper. And we have got their Tuff Lights, but we'll show you those in a future episode because, again, where they're going hasn't been built yet. But we got about, what, half an hour, 45 minutes before Craig gets here. Think we can knock it out, Josh?
I'm going to be positive, yes.
Everything this week is like, yeah, okay.
Is there enough time? No. Will we get it done? Probably.
So one of the handiest things about Tuff Tile is you can go on their website and design out your area. You can measure it out. They'll tell you how many tiles you need, all the edging stuff, everything. So it's super handy and like makes me look like a bit of a genius for measuring it out so perfectly. We want to put it all around the ramp, so we're going to have to cut out around the ramp, which is the not too difficult bit, but it takes a little bit of time. So let's get to it. So we got our Tuff Tiles in, and I think this looks awesome. So it gives like a little bit of a break up to the space. We didn't go wild with the colors. You can go any color you want. Check out the Tuff Tile website. There's so many different options. But we went simple black and white just to match up with the toolboxes and everything. But now we've got a nice little workspace. It's time to put a nice little car in there that the boys have been working on all week. Now it's the R33. We are giving this car away right now. You can go on driftgames.life. Grab yourself a digital poster to be given a chance to win it for Christmas.
Okay, so we kept this a little bit of a secret from Dave now to get his full reaction because I've just had a sneak look outside and it looks that good.
Is this going to be one of those things now where I'm going to regret instantly that we're giving this away?
Absolutely, you're going to regret it.
No, don't put the shutter down. Put it down. I don't want to see it. God, that just turned a very ugly skyline into something, good lord.
Now this is the first proper look around a bit of space and honestly I didn't think it would turn out this good.
Craig.
Let's build it.
Masterclass. We should never have built this and given it away.
No,
we should have built
It's a
it.
really bad idea this.
Built this, and this is with it not even having paint on it, and I already like it so much.
Yeah.
God, it's so cool.
The lowness, and that's actually raised, Adam.
Nice. We'll be fine. Why would you be worried about speed bumps when you can look so cool? You can just park in front of them, stop, have a little chill. Everyone will just go snap, snap. It'd be great. Man, it transforms the car, that kit, doesn't it? The R33 almost doesn't look like an R33. It looks like kind of a big S14 or something.
I was going to say a bit of a chubby 14. Okay, so the rear wheels on the JZX, they were fairly hefty, weren't they? And the no spacers, fitted with the kit, yeah. That's an 80mm spacer on there.
And that's an 18 by 11 minus 25 on the back. That is a huge kit. This is going to be unbelievable. And there's a different spoiler, right?
This is the standard, whatever, GTS spoiler, but we're getting a GTR spoiler to put on, which beefs it up a little bit.
Imagine this now, all one colour, with the proper GTR spoiler, with the Pandem extension.
I think this could possibly be the nicest car we've ever built.
So unfortunately, we're calling off the giveaway. We're going to refund everybody because I want to keep this car. So if anyone wants an S15 instead, or maybe an S14 instead, you know, you have your choice when you get here. But yeah, we're going to be giving this away. I mean, this is all one color. We're putting it like a Volvo sage green, which is just, it's unusual, but I think it suits, kind of a flat color suits the wildness of the car. Oh, this thing's going to be unbelievable. Sorry, I was supposed to end the video there, but I got a bit taken away. We're obviously going to give this car away. What we get from the digital posters is all going back into this building. So you're helping us build our dream space, and someone for Christmas is going to get a dream car. Now, we only had a render in the last video, but I think you guys are starting to see this thing is going to be one of a kind. So I want to say a big thank you to everybody who's helped us this week. We're 5 days into 30 days of a build to finish this car, and more importantly, this entire building. We've made some progress on the office. We've got our workspace going pretty good now with SP Tools, with Equipco and Tuff Tile. But this is probably the most simple video of all the videos we're going to make, because from here the construction starts, and I mean big construction, because this big space is no longer going to be just a big space. On the next episode you'll see what I mean, and we'll see you there. Easy Rider Craig.